Hello, YouTube fam. Welcome to Athena Virtuous channel with another episode of astrology with me, Athena. And this video is actually a personal natal chart reading for a client who requested this on YouTube. The client's name is Eric, and his, I guess, handle on YouTube is Zeus Journey. Okay, so the chart you see here is his actual birth chart. Okay, so Eric, I'm hoping that you will see this. I'm actually recording this on Saturday, the 19th of July at about 12 p.m. at about noon, my time. And yeah, so you posted your date of birth and time of birth as well as your place of birth, which is Long Beach, New York. And yeah, so as we see in the chart here, Eric's birthday, sun sign is Capricorn, rising in Aries. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to give an overview, a quick overview actually of his birth chart, the major aspects in his birth chart. So as I said, he's a Capricorn sun, Aries rising, okay, at 2 degree. It's funny that his sun, his rising, sorry, is actually conjunct his south node. Yeah, his rising is at 5 degree and 17 minutes, and his south node is at 2 degree and 58 minutes in Aries, and his north node is in Libra. Obviously the north node and south node are opposites, and these are the true north and south nodes. So once again, his south node is in conjunction with his rising, about 3 degrees difference, and his moon is in Cancer at 25 degree 47 minutes. So these are the majors that I want to point out too. Now, because he's his sun is in Capricorn at 5 degrees and 12 minutes in Capricorn, the ruler of his chart is actually in Aries. Oh geez, okay, I'm sorry for saying that, but Saturn, the ruler of his chart, is at 1 degree and 5 minutes Aries. This is, I mean, I would love to do a detailed analysis of your birth chart, Eric, but I'm just going to make it brief for this particular reading. But you are a very good example of your Saturn. You're actually at this point Saturn return, okay? Yeah, you're going through your Saturn return, and it's going to be on for the next about 3 years or so till 2028. And I'm going to show you in the next chart where I'm doing the transit for to answer his particular question about an event that's coming up on the 25th, whether it's going to go as planned or not. But yeah, Eric, you're in your Saturn return. Your natal Saturn is actually in conjunction with transit Saturn as we speak. And yeah, your south node is actually in conjunction with your or conjunct your rising, about 3 degrees difference, which means that you need to let go, okay, of something from your past life or past karma. You have to let go of, and you have to be more social, more caring about your partner, or in the partnership sector. it's not only about you. That's where your self node is, and just your rising. So you really need to overcome the idea of it's all about me as an individual, what concerns me. There could be, and I'm sorry to say that, but you should, I have to be honest. I feel like there is some sort of selfishness, or just everything is, revolving around myself and what's working for me. You need to let go of that, or that's where you came from. Uh, your North Node is in the partnership sector in your 7th house, and you need to care more about your partners, whoever that partner is, whether it's a spouse, like a romantic partner or business partner or any kind of partnership, okay, because that's where your North Node is. And and the ruler of your rising is actually in your 6th house, okay. As we see also, the other thing I want to point out too is you're born with Jupiter in the house of where your sun is. It's not in conjunction, but this means that Jupiter is going to form an opposition with a transit Jupiter, because as we see here, Jupiter as 23 degree and 57 minutes in your 10th house. That's what your sun is, because you're Capricorn sun. Okay, so there is, I would say in the future, there will be a power struggle between what's fulfilling for you versus what's fulfilling for your partner. Anyways, I'm going to talk about it because, also your new moon, not new moon, your moon is in Cancer. Okay, it's forming an opposition. That's in your natal chart with Jupiter in your house. Okay, or in your where your sun is, because you're obviously your Aries rising, right? Doesn't matter, you're still Capricorn sun, okay, and Jupiter is where your sole purpose is, okay, and where Jupiter is actually also where your sole purpose is, where you who truly are, okay. And the other thing is I want to point out is Uranus is in the house that it rules, okay, because Uranus rules Aquarius, and Aquarius is Uranus rules Aquarius, and that's where it's placed, okay, at 2 degree and 58 minutes. So Uranus is very strong here, okay, and it's in your 11th house. So there's a lot of focus. I feel like you're a very social person, very friendly. You care about your community, you care about the people around you, okay, and you're a very revolutionary type of personality, which means there could be something related to your behavior where you're sometimes being blunt, abrupt, okay. I feel also that you're a very intelligent person, okay, very innovative. You probably work in the tech sector, or you obviously didn't mention that, but that's what I feel, and that's the messages I'm getting from the downloads I'm getting, or the downloads I'm channeling. You can tell me in a comment below. I do feel you either work in the tech sector, or in the or maybe you're an electrician, or a software developer, something along those lines. You can let me know in the comment section what kind of job you're doing, okay. The sun obviously in opposition or in square with your rising, okay. And the sun is actually in once again, I would love to do a detailed analysis of your chart. The sun is actually is on top of your chart in your 10th house, the house of your public image, your status, how people see you, and your inspiration, and the status where you're what you want to reach, or the goal, your life purpose, and your soul purpose as well. Okay, this is very interesting chart, to be honest. I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, there's a lot to say here. Mars is in opposition. Yeah, it's forming, it's not exact, but it is within 4 degrees or so to Saturn. Okay, and yeah, this is also very interesting. Once again, I see, quite frankly, a power struggle between your soul purpose and who you really are, and your personal needs and how people see you, or the image that people, you know, expected for you. I see inner power struggle, to be perfectly honest. Also, the moon, this is really, I say it again, very interesting chart, because the moon also is placed in Cancer, where it's ruled, okay, or it's in its rulership sign, and for you it's your 4th house. Wow, there's very much connection with your family and or the place where you were born, your roots. I see also there could be a relationship evolving in this house in the future. You let me know. Yeah, something along those lines. But I see also a power struggle between your needs and your family needs, or maybe your spouse needs, or your partner's needs, or maybe your mother also. Okay, so there's a lot to say about your chart, to be perfectly clear, but I'm gonna leave this. If you're interested, you let me know. Maybe yeah, maybe I'll do another chart analysis some other time. It's already 12 minutes. Let me move on to answer your question, because you have a specific event coming up on the 25th. You didn't mention what kind of event that's coming up, but you said you want to know whether everything is going to go as planned or not. So let's see here. Let me just wipe out. So just to be clear here, the outer circle. So this is the chart of your natal or your birth chart, and the transit that you're asking about, which is going to be on the 25th. Okay, so the outer circle here, that's your birth chart or your natal chart. That's the planetary placement in your birth chart, as you see here in orange. Once again, the outer circle. The inner circle, which is in blue, that's the transit on the 25th of July. Okay, the inner circle in blue. I don't want to scribble on it because I want you to see. Okay, so as we see here, Uranus is forming, transit Uranus is forming actually a sextile with both your natal, or Saturn in your natal chart, and your transit and the transit Saturn. Okay, so what I pointed out here in an orange, this is your natal, and that's what I'm trying to say earlier. Okay, you have Saturn return, so your natal Saturn is in Aries at 1 degree and 5 minutes, and the transit Saturn is also in Aries. It's retrograde as we speak now. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is you are in your Saturn return right now. Okay, and you will be for the next 3 years. So you are, I'm expecting that you're either already entered into a committed relationship, or you're going to be entering into a committed relationship in the very near future. There will be lots of responsibilities. Okay, Saturn retrograde right now is reminding you of your responsibility and reminding you that you need to be patient and to avoid being impulsive and hasty in your decisions, because once again, it's an Aries. Okay, you need to take a step back and you need to think thoroughly about what you're planning to do. Okay, and once again, I'm going to say it again, you have to be patient. I do predict that there could be pregnancy in the near future, or you could be having a child or your spouse. Obviously, a pregnancy is for both of you, obviously. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm expecting that your spouse, your partner, going to be pregnant, or you're going to have a child, newborn child, in the very near future. Okay. And I'm gonna remind you again that Saturn is your chart ruler and is in conjunction with your your rising. Okay, so be careful. Anything you do, you're gonna reap what you've sown. Okay, because Saturn is your chart ruler. Okay, your Capricorn, and Saturn is in your first house. It reminds you of your responsibility and reminds you of karma as well. Saturn is the lord of karma, and you have to be conscientious about your decisions. Okay, and yeah, you're gonna reap what you've sown. Okay, now also Saturn is in conjunction with your south node, so you really need to overcome fear, and you really need to let go of being only concerned about what works for you. You have to think about your partner and like what you like, and how do I say that? You have to like for your partner what you like for yourself. Okay, now going back to your specific questions, because you have something coming up on the 25th and you want to know if it's going to go forward or not. There is a gigantic kite here, okay, between transit Pluto, which is in conjunction. That's really bizarre. That's really interesting. Not bizarre, but this is very interesting. As you see here at the top of your chart, not at the top of your chart, but Aquarius is obviously, your 11th house, okay? And you have Uranus here in conjunction with Pluto, okay? So I see, and Pluto and Uranus are forming a sextile with your natal and transit Saturn, and also your natal Saturn and transit Saturn are forming a sextile with transit Uranus. Okay, so that to me speaks volume of you're in control of everything, literally. Okay, and also Uranus, your transit Uranus, as you see here, which is in Gemini, forming a trine with your natal Uranus and transit Pluto. I'm trying to be slow here because I don't want to mix up what I'm saying, because there's lots of alignment between transit planets and your natal planets as well. There's an alignment, okay, and harmonious alignment, whether by sextile or trine. Okay, and I love this kite in your chart. Obviously, this kite is actually not in your natal chart. It's in combination between the transit you requested, or this month in July, and and your transit and your natal planets as well, or the planets placement in your natal chart. Okay, so I see that you're in control. There's something forming, and it's going to be kind of shocking. You're seeking something, and I feel it's going to happen the way you want it. Okay, there's some sort of revelation. There's some sort of you could be reaching. I feel there's people supporting you. Okay, and I feel also this supportive energy, it's going to help you reach your goal. Okay, excuse me. Either because you see your natal Jupiter is forming a trine with Mars, the ruler of your rising. Okay, so bottom line is whatever you're planning to do is going to come to fruition. Okay, so this is the transit your Mars, and it's funny that the transit Mars is headed towards conjunction, and it's an applying energy towards your natal Mars, because this is your natal Mars. Your natal Mars is at 27 degree. It is in Virgo as well. Okay, 27 degree 23 minutes, and the transit Mars at 22 degrees. So there will be a conjunction. It is in conjunction right now, and it's applying. It's getting even closer. Okay, and it's forming a trine with your natal Jupiter. Your natal Jupiter at 23 degree. Okay, so the transit Mars is forming an alignment, a harmonious alignment with your natal Jupiter. So once again, I see support. I see the planets or the universe supporting you towards your goal, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do. Okay, it's very beautiful energy. Now, even though Pluto, transit Pluto, and your natal Uranus is in opposition to the transit to the Sun right now, just entered Leo, or on the 25th, really, because once again, the inner circle is for the transit on the 25th of July, which is going to be in Leo. And also, before I forget, we are having a new moon in Leo on the, I believe, the 24th. I'm gonna do a reading for Leo. Okay, so and that is going to be Leo is your 5th house. Okay, because your 4th house is Cancer, where your natal moon is. Your natal moon is, where is it? In the sign that it controls or it rules. Okay, now for now, I don't see an opposition between transit Jupiter and your natal Jupiter, but it will be in the future. Okay, when Jupiter is in the 20s, within 20 degree or so. Okay, it's going to be in opposition with your natal Jupiter, so they're going to be a power struggle between your family home or your roots, or your spouse, or whoever lives with you in your house. It's going between Jupiter in your in your 10th house. So something is going to be challenging for you or triggering for you to take action. Okay, but once again, just going back to what you're planning to do, once again, the new moon is going to be in your 5th house. So I see that you are going to reach your goal, whatever you're planning to do. Once again, you've never mentioned what is it that scheduled on the 25th of July, but I see it that's going to go your way, and please let me know what's going to happen. Okay, I feel that you're going to get the news faster than you're expecting. Okay, it could be a promotion. I don't know. Your North Node is in Libra. Okay, and that's your 7th house, and I see Oh, wow. Okay, I feel that you're gonna reach your goal. Okay. Um, Mars is going to enter into Libra in August, transit Mars. Okay, it's going to enter into Libra. So if it is a promotion or a position you're looking for, or if you're planning to purchase a property or you've already purchased a property, whatever the situation is, I feel that's going to go your way and it's going to go to your favor. Okay. Because long story short, everything is going as you planned, really, with this gigantic kite. Okay. And the alignment between also Venus, your natal Venus, which is in your ninth house, and Mercury, although Mercury is retrograde, but Venus also is forming as a trine with the new moon in Leo. Okay. You could be in the future or now you're revisiting something, okay, in your fifth house. It could be a creative endeavor or something you're trying to, or I don't know, whatever it is. It's being revisited. You could be even inventing something, I don't know, or you're trying, or you have a side hustle or something you're trying to create, okay? And it's going to be successful, something innovative, something creative, okay? It could be a relationship in the past, I don't know. You're young. Otherwise I would say something related to your children, but I don't see that because you're fairly young. I think you're 29. Yeah. Are you 29 years old? Or let me see. Oh my God. Exactly, you're 29 years old, and yeah, and you have Saturn return. So, or you could be hearing news related to a child, or once again, I see pregnancy, okay, and I also see it's going to be very, it's going to be happy news, okay, regardless what it is. Or you probably find out that your spouse is pregnant now, okay. Nonetheless, I see commitment. Okay, I see you're doing great at work. Okay, and I see also that there is going to be a promotion coming, or a news of promotion coming your way. There could be travel involved, or if it's not travel, you could be doing a master's or seeking higher education like PhD, or news of that you successfully completed your master's or PhD, or you obtained your degree, whatever it is, okay, it is going to your favor, okay, Eric. It's almost 30 minutes. I don't want to take, and this is free, analysis for related to the transit you requested, okay. I don't know the specific about this date that you gave me for the 25th of July, but I see it going to be successful. I see it go your way, and I see lots of support around you from the universe, from people around you, from probably family. The two things I'm predicting is that there's commitment, if it's not already, okay, and there's a child that's going to be born, okay. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Eric. Please leave a comment. Let me know how did you find this reading, and after the 25th also, please let me know what happened about this event. Whether it's totally up to you to reveal what was this event that you're inquiring about, but I see that's going to go to your favor and you're going to be successful, and it's going to go as planned, and everything will go smoothly, okay, as you planned. Okay. Best of luck, Eric, and stay tuned for the new moon reading. Good luck.